Hello. Alright, so we can start, I think, so that we can finish the session. Hello.
So, good evening all. Shall we begin or shall we wait?
Yes, we'll start, sir, so that we can wind up early by 6:30 or something like that.
Good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, shall we begin or?
Yeah, we'll start, sir.
Yeah. Oh, some problem. The share button is disabled.
Sir is not the host, sir. Sunil sir, someone is connected with the host.
Yeah, who is connected with IT WebEx too? You have to change that host. You have to make co-host as a host.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Hope this slide is visible on the screen. Yeah. So, let's begin. I'm just checking this site and you have to help me out. Can somebody tell me the name of the website? I just clicked on the link. Yeah. So I was just trying to figure out.
Checkpoint.com.
Yeah. Give me a minute. So this you can always check or always show to your students to give the cyber threat live count. As you can see here, on this day, the cyber attack count is somewhere this number 5793356, and the kinds of attacks which are there on the left side, and this is the range of attacks, and the countries originating and affecting more, various color codes here. So this was just to that we live in a world where we don't know the world, the cyber world where the active never end. But from figures we can understand the significance of such attacks. Let us see what our figures say. These are the figures. This is the graph for global cyber security spend. Okay, this is in $1 billion. If you look at the figure somewhere here, 2020, so it is $170 billion. So it's a mix of internal and external expenses, but I'm telling the complete figure, and these are derived from Gartner's and other estimates. So, and the prediction says that by 2026, the spend will be 270. If you look at from 217 to 226, nearly a decade, 86 percentage rise in spending on cyber security. So, and this term also has gained a lot of significance, cyber warfare. And when we refer cyber warfare, we know various things like cyber crimes are there, cyber espionage is there, cyber warfare is there, and cyber crimes you can relate with petty crimes, real world crimes. And cyber industrial espionage refers to one industry, let us say a pharma industry, is trying to get details about a new product of some other rival pharma industry through cyber means. So that comes under espionage, which is cyber espionage. But cyber warfare is more futuristic. What they say is future wars will no longer be physical wars, but will be uh, with the help of hackers, and that will be called as a cyber attack or cyber warfare and so on. This is one such example of a cyber warfare, Maersk cyber attack. And what havoc this cyber attack created is the example here. What it says is the whole company IT network was affected within 7 minutes. All core business units were affected. Nearly 50,000 laptops destroyed. 1,200 apps became instantly inaccessible. 1,000 destroyed. They had to disconnect the entire global network. They reverted to manual systems, resulting in 20% reduction in trading volumes. So their online bookings resumed after 8 days after slow recovery from this attack. It took them 10 days to rebuild their 4,000 servers, 45,000 PCs, and restore 2,500 applications. The entire IT network was established in 4 weeks, but this is not the good news. This is the real news, where the share price slump of Maersk company, you can look at the downfall here. The source is Bloomberg. And these are few of the figures which affected Maersk, as in whether it is revenue, whether it is cyber attack cost. They had to shell out nearly 300 to 350 million dollars, damages more than 10 billion dollars. The brand value affected, market capitalization decreased. So this is real. So cyber is actually real, and this cyber attacks, they say there are steps of these attacks, like it's a 7 step mechanism, starting with reconnaissance, weaponization, delivery, exploit, installation, command and control, and actions on objectives. So there is one more. This everybody had seen this, right? This was a huge news, and nobody could miss this news of WannaCry ransomware. As you can see, assume your machine was attacked at that time when this WannaCry ransomware attack happened. Your machine got this kind of message, and there was a counter, you can say, of the time that all the files on your machines will be lost, and this is a time left, that is 6 hours and some minutes, and the payment counter will also increase as the time decreases, and you had to make the payments in Bitcoin. So this was a huge news at that time. So cyber is real, and we live in a world, cocoon world, where we are yet to, even we people who teach and learn cyber security as a subject, we are yet to awaken ourselves. We are yet to change ourselves. Like say for example, I still haven't changed to take care of my privacy, my security. Like I have the traditional way of putting my password in a similar way, whatever. Like maybe when I was young, maybe I used to put my mother's name. When I grew up, maybe my daughter's name or birthdays. So habits. So your habits, the daily habits or routine habits, also need to be changed to take care of your security and privacy in the cyber world, which is going to be real. Guys, please help me out. For a few seconds, just look at this picture and just tell me, 2, 3 people, anybody randomly can tell me What comes to your mind when you see this picture? I need just 1 or 2 responses, that's it. Yeah, fantastic, Sandeep, food outlet. Anybody want to speak something more about that? What comes, what, when you see that, what is coming to your mind? Good news, bad news, happiness, sadness, excitement. What's coming to you? Somebody? Oh, great. Rohita says sharing. Fantastic. Hunger. Oh, good. So Sandeep is a foodie, I know. I think. Okay. Yeah. Somebody wanted to respond? Okay. I got the responses on chat window because the audio is not proper. So I am assuming your chat responses. For me, this is not a good news. This picture is not a good news. This guy, he runs a pizza shop. The name of the pizza shop is Pizzeria. And maybe immediately after a day or two, this guy was attacked by some person. Maybe that person's name I Welsh, Wall, somebody. So he came with all the arms, guns, and so on, and he came and attacked him, went into his basement and threatened him, wanted to kill him. So bad news, right? Bad news, very bad news. But why he was threatened? So are you all with me? Are you? Because I'm going to tell stories and stories today in this session. Are you able to connect with me? I'm telling a story. Just 1 or 2 responses in the chat window. Say yes. I'm telling the story of this guy who runs a pizza shop. So he was threatened. He was held at ransom, and he was said that you will be killed. His basement was attacked. His basement was checked everywhere. And again, before this attack happened, again what happened? So this guy was a happy guy. He had nearly 40 employees running his pizza shops very successfully, happy man. Then he was attacked. But before the attack, what happened again? There was some alarm again. He suddenly found out that his Instagram account was trolled like anything. His social media account was trolled like anything. And everybody was saying that we will kill you, you are a bad man, and so on and so forth. Just the way you see nowadays trolling on the social media, he was trolled like anything. And why he was trolled? Why he was trolled? Because some news on the social media came that in his basement of the pizza shop, he runs child trafficking. He does child trafficking, and in that child trafficking, many politicians, big American US politicians are involved. So now, which big American politicians? What is the context when this news came into existence? So this news came when the elections happened, US elections, last US elections, and the 2 contestants, Trump and Hillary Clinton. So somewhere on the social media, maybe Twitter, I'm not sure about, but some social media platform, the news spread that Hillary Clinton and his associates ran a child trafficking business in this pizzeria shop basement. So, and that took like a wildfire, and everywhere on Twitter, also all the social media platforms, this guy was attacked, Hillary Clinton and his team was attacked, and that was also one of the result of very strongly fought elections where unethical means were also used. And from where this news originated, how it happened, ultimately when everything was checked, because how it was checked was there was a research funding given to, and there are 2 sources of research. These 2 teams, they did the research, there was a huge funding, and ultimately they came to know that there is no such thing as a child trafficking happening. This guy was not at all involved. There was no basement at all as per whatever was mentioned, or if basement was there, there was no such thing as happening. But it affected the election results partially. It played a role also. So this is the world we are living in. Everything is fake news becomes, the consequences of news are very high. The stakes are very high. So now let us what they did was, they when they researched, they went on checking from where exactly the original message came regarding this, from where exactly the original message came regarding this. So they went, the researchers had funds and they had enough resources to research this, and ultimately they came to a account, social media account, a Facebook account by some XYZ name. So again, that XYZ account was a fake account. Then they tried to locate the original originator of that fake account. They zeroed down on a middle-aged woman in 40s and between 40 and 50 years. She was living in some small village, and how they recognized was, her profile pic has a cat, which she had a cat at her home, and the hacked account also had a cat. And then they visited her and they asked her. She said, "Yes, that was my account, but my account was hacked." And so what is the story? The story is, there were multiple people. Even she was a bait. She was like innocent people. They can easily become bait to fake things in this current scenario. So that was the story. So what the story says is, this is fake news has real consequences. Uh, this is the pizzeria run by James Elephantis, uh, owner of Comet King Ping Pong. This is in Washington, D.C. Uh, this was the news, home base of a child abuse ring led by Hillary Clinton and John D. Podesta. Try to relate with whatever is happening currently in the Indian media and take the message. Okay, again, help me out. Uh, just tell me something about this message. Now you can tell me in the context of social media. One or two responses, I'll be happy. Is the screen visible? Is the screen visible? Okay, people are responding. Yeah, thank you. So can you tell about the image? Can few responses I can get from the image? Somebody wants to talk, they can talk also. Requesting kind of message. Okay, any other response? Have you seen these kinds of messages on your social media platform? One or two yes, no's. If yes, in what context? Can somebody elaborate a bit? Okay, now what is your guess as a faculty who is going to teach? Okay, socializing, fantastic. These are kidnapped children, maybe, fantastic. Good guess, good guess. Yeah. Uh, now I'll put a term. I have typed two terms here. One is harvesting and the other one is farming. So we know the meaning of this. We all being some way, we are all farmers. We have lands, or at least our ancestors had lands. So now I'll put one more word in front of that. I'm putting social media farming now. one more word, like harvesting or social media harvesting. Now, these two terms, farming and harvesting, are related to this image. Let us try to again understand this through a story. This is a beautiful pic, right? So, young children, and what they're saying, Daddy says that if we get 1 million likes, he will take us to Disneyland. I have found in my whatever experience I got, whatever age I got, that we usually are vulnerable. We usually are believers. We believe in anything. So, and when we see such kind of beautiful pic and young children inviting us, requesting us to like their page, what we definitely will do? We'll immediately like it, right? We'll immediately like it. So they are requesting 1 million likes. So let us say, if not 1 million, maybe some less number, maybe 50,000 people had liked this. So what happened was, like harvesting of 50,000 people were done, or like farming of 50,000 people was done. Means what? From the likes, the profiles of those the profiles of those liked people will be taken. The profiles of those liked people will be taken. And that can be used for multiple purposes, for marketing or for hacking or for any other purposes. So this is the story. This is the a story. Even I have one more pic. Let us see. I can show you that. Yeah. Can somebody read for me whatever is written on this? One person can read. Anybody? Sandeep sir or Ravi sir, anybody can read it. Yeah.
Sandeep, can you read this?
Or anybody can read. Anybody can read. Just to ensure.
Okay. If nobody is reading, I'll read it.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
says, if you have a daughter you love with all your heart, and let everyone know how much you are proud of her.
See, Sunil sir, you have daughters. I have only one daughter, and you have two kids, and we love our kids like anything. Our day starts and ends, and all our things are towards our kids. So when I see such kind of message, emotional message, naturally, क्या बनता है तो just I should like it, I should share it. Is it not this picture? But happens is what happens is when I like it, when I share it, he knows that I have a daughter. That is the first thing. And if 50,000 people are liking this, then he knows that these 50,000 people have daughters. And then he knows that these 50,000 daughters will definitely buy some things like lipsticks they may be buying, purses they may be buying, gowns they may be buying, shoes or t-shirts they may be buying. So some branded things they may be buying. So that's what usually happens with this like farming or social media harvesting. So, and what is usually found out was this will lead to some other site, that will lead to some other site, and ultimately those websites are meant for this only, harvesting and farming. So they now we have third party harvesters and farmers, just as lead generation, which is ethical a bit. It's a thin line, but these kind of things come under the perils of social media, which is there in your syllabus part. Again, I'll not ask anybody, but you can see this child. You can see this child, and you know she's a patient in a hospital. Everything, all the wires are. She's wired with all the medicinal instruments, and we know that something is pretty serious, and she may be a cancer patient and so on. But when I look at the story, the story is one mother. This has actually happened. A mother posted her child's picture like this, and her child had a severe cancer kind of disease, and it required a huge amount of money. and she posted an emotional appeal on the social media saying that please help generously so that my kid will be alive and so on. Fantastic, right? That's if it is genuine, if it is really genuine, then she's giving a best effort to protect her child. Uh, but now the story has the second part. This is really happened in US. The second part of the story is after a few days, the father of the child finds out that the same pic of his daughter was posted on some other website, and they were claiming money. And what they were claiming was these kind of children who are having severe medicinal or problems which require a lot of treatment and a lot of treatment money, so kindly contribute, donate to take care of such kind of kids. And the man did not stop there. He went to the original source and he found out that actually the website which had posted this image was a genuine website. They were not like hackers or unethical. They were not using unethical means. And then he again reposted that, and that everything ended in a happy way. But assume the other way also, right? You see on your social media pages many such pictures claiming that my husband is not feeling well or my daughter needs a treatment, and we generally gullible or vulnerable people try to contribute. And even we have seen such cases usually during some disasters which happen, like there is an earthquake or there is a tsunami kind of thing, or any other such kind of, we see uh, like corona started. When corona started, there was a, usually it comes प्राइम मिनिस्टर के अकाउंट में 1 रुपया डालिए, जितना हो सके उतना डालिए. So there are many fake accounts also, right? And 1 rupee from each one of you can lead to thousands of or crores of rupees. We were trying to understand the perils of social media through these pics, and what the message says is that all the pictures or text that are shown, they have some advertising purposes. They are doing harvesting of the like profiles. So such the objective of social farming sites is to bring traffic to their page, target viewers and then friends, digital and demographic profiles. We should avoid, we should make it a habit not to like such pages, not to share such pages, not to comment on that. And we should always try to identify the originator. Okay, please help me out again with this pic. What comes to your mind when you see this pic? Okay. Any other response? One or two responses? Fantastic. Award function. Any other? Okay. I'll rephrase the question. I'll ask, who is this man? You can guess. You can guess the name. If you don't know the name, you can guess his profession. Some wild guess. I need just one or two guesses. Hefty man. Okay. Any other guess? Okay. I'll tell a few things about this person. Yeah, CEO of any company. Fantastic. Yeah. Good. You're getting an imaginary in your mind, right? Regarding this pic. I'll tell a few things now and try to visualize that. He went to jail for some crime, came out of the jail, again performed the crime, again went to jail, again came out, again performed the crime. And the nature of his crime was cybercrime. And the nature of the crime was cybercrime. And who was he? He is known as the topmost hacker, Kevin Mitnick. So if you look at trail. In 1981, he was charged with stealing computer manuals from some company, Bell. In 1982, he hacked the Northern American NORAD company. And from that, they got that War Games 1983 movie. In 1989, he hacked Digital DC, and he was arrested, convicted, sent to prison, came out again. He was a habitual cyber crime man. So, but let us look at Kevin Whitnick now. What he's doing. I'm just looking at his LinkedIn profile. Yeah, it's there already. Just yeah. Hopefully, you're able to see this LinkedIn profile of Kevin Mitnick, the world's most famous hacker, CEO, author, professional speaker. Let us see about him. One of the FBI's most wanted because he hacked into 40 major corporations. Now he is a trusted security consultant to Fortune 500 companies. He is CEO and chief of White Hat Hacker. You know the terms, right? White Hat and Black Hat. So there is ethical way of doing things and unethical way of doing things. And he started from Black Hat, then he entered into White Hat. And his what they say is his motivation was never money, and his motivation was never like I will steal this and sell it to some other person. His motivation was just to prove that it can be done. You are vulnerable. Your security is vulnerable. You are vulnerable and you can be attacked. That's what his motivation was. Now, there is again a term in your syllabus called as hacker's mindset. I just wanted to try to understand this topic by again taking some stories of the mindset of the hackers. But before that, we know the three terms as far as cyber world is concerned. Petty thieves, cyber crimes, petty cyber crimes like stealing the credit card, stealing the money, and so on. Then there is one more thing called as cyber industrial espionage, which indicates one, say, I just as I give the example of a pharma company sending someone, a cyber expert, and extracting secrets of some rival pharma company. That comes under cyber industrial espionage. And the future warfare is cyber warfare. Now, these two terms also you pretty well know, black hat and white hat hackers. Black hat and white hat hackers. So black hat comes under the unethical means, which come under this cyber crimes or cyber industrial espionage or cyber warfare. Then the that was black hat, and white hat is all ethical means, just to ensure the companies are secure and so on. And we also know a term nowadays which is very much prevalent is dark web, is it not? And dark web, usually people enter into the dark web when they are teenagers. They are very good at coding. Somehow they enter in this world by sitting on the machine on late nights, coding and coding and coding, and might have done ethical hacking courses, then slowly hacking courses. Then they got the thrill of doing things. Then they wanted to prove that I can do it. Somebody should say, oh, very good, you can hack. Then someday they will be crossing the thin line between what is ethically correct and what is ethically wrong. So that's what the syllabus point says is what is the mindset of your hacker. And this is the mindset of your hacker. He is very young when he joined.
Sir, sorry. I just wanted to ask one question here. So as this is what we are going to introduce in the syllabus of the BTech. So that's what my question is, like being an 18, 19 years of our child, definitely those people will not have that much maturity. So if they go with any wrong step, who will be the responsible? If we introduce this course in the curriculum, then who will be the responsible person for that? We cannot catch the fellow. He will say that these people have taught me.
Very good, very good. Dr. Pandya, thank you very much. Fantastic question. This challenge is an immediate challenge even in my family also. I have one or two nephews of mine who are very young, maybe in 7th and 8th class, and now
just 1 minute, sir. One more example, it is coming in my mind. I just sorry to disturb you.
Yeah. Please,
just
please.
like we can see in CSE IT or in EC branch also, many students are attacking our college websites also many times, and the IT team, those who are supporting there and those who are handling the websites, those people are being aware, because those students are going to them and they are saying that, see, we have hacked your thing. So that's happening. Okay, if they are informing us, it is good. But without informing, if they do anything in those databases, it will be a big challenge for us.
Very true. Very true. Very true. Very true.
Sorry, sorry to
Dr.
interrupt you.
Pandya,
This was
very interesting question. Yeah. My response to this is like whatever you said. I am facing the same challenge in my house itself. So we have nephews who are very, very young. We are a huge family of many brothers, many cousins, and 2, 3 of them are literally crossing the thin line of what started as ethical hacking and then went on to become they're accessing the space, they're accessing the devices, and they're playing around. How do I tackle this? Because that was the immediate thing which I faced also. So I felt how the world is tackling this. The world is saying that the best way of tackling this is we are spending so much of money on cyber security, right? We had just seen a graph wherein he said that by the year 2026, we'll be spending more than $270 billion. What they say is some portion of this amount should be spent on the research of the mindset of the hacker, the age group, the community they form, and the regulations, the policies, the awareness programs. So that's what is the solution according to those experts. Just as nowadays we see many workshops on parenting, right? You see a lot of workshops on parenting, like how to take care of your child, how to ensure that he's happy and his ambitions, goals, and dreams are achieved. Similarly, there are courses coming in this cyber world which ensure that the cyber world parenting kind of thing also is coming. That's the only way. So you cannot get rid of this, because nothing are good people not there in the world? Yes. Are bad people not there in the world? Were not they there 100 years back? Yes. Will not be there after 100 years? Yes. Good and bad will always be there. But again, you need to have regulations, you need to have policies, you need to have awareness programs, you need to have workshops. That's what is the answer, hopefully, Pandya sir. I feel, as you raised this question, when you're going to teach this, you should spend at least an hour before starting the course regarding the awareness of what is the thin line between the white hat and the black hat, and hopefully that will help.
Grey hats also, sir. Grey hats are also there.
Yeah. That's what that the journey goes from there to there. Now, this is what is the hacker's mindset. For thrill, he does. For adrenaline rush, he does. For power, for idealism. Idealism is very interesting, because the experts in the industry, what they say is, do all the hackers, their very objective is crime? Are they all criminals? Then they ask one more question. Is something which is unethical, is it illegal? Again, the answer is, if something is not ethical, it need not be illegal. It may be legal. So this is a thin boundary again. The other thin boundary is whether every hacker is a criminal, or the intent of that hacker is crime or no. So that also has to be checked. Say, for example, there are many hackers or a group of hackers which are called as activist collectives. They are activists for social justice. They feel that in world there is a lot of injustice happening, like let us say terrorist organization. So let us say anti-terrorist hacker activities form a collective as anonymous, and they try to hack the terrorist infrastructure of whatever the computing equipment is there. So that's one more thing. Like what it says is that black, white, gray, as well as not just criminals but social activities can also be part of this. Okay, so what is the motive of a hacker? What motivates a hacker to hack things? Maybe money gains, so like criminals, but not always money. For some, it starts with fun and thrill. For some, it starts getting awards, rewards, recognition, validation, and for some, it's personal information. Uh, this is the mindset of a hacker we are trying to understand with this case study, with this or a sample example. What is this is I just jotted down or copied down the mindset of one of the hacker, what he is, what kind of person he is, and so on. So this hacker handle is this 5NIP3 or some, and his anonymous hacktivist group calls him 5R, him or her, whatever. Okay. So why he joined this? Okay. So maybe for fun, maybe during his teenage. So then he slowly entered into deep web, dark web. They formed a group of friends in the hacker world. They wanted to try to impress one another. See, I can do this. Can you do this kind of thing? So then they slowly started hitting in the sense getting some achievements in the hacking world. Then she or he slowly grew up, did his studies, and she did her or his studies in behavioral psychology. So this is what they say is, again, I am not good at that, but what I read is behavioral psychology plays a very huge role in this hacking world. As in one example they always give is of nudging. Something called as nudging. So nudging is provoking people and looking at their routine behaviors, So patterns. So finding out the patterns of passwords of their what they like, what they do not like, and so on and so. So that's what a hacker does. So there is one more example given. So here there is one more hacker. What he says about himself is, I'm a freelancer. I work here and there. But I'm a hacker for amusement. I do it for entertainment only. So when I do successful hacking, I feel like a superhero. Suppose I don't like a brand or a person, I hack them. I take revenge. This you can relate with that. For example, you do some online merchandise with a brand, very good brand, and what you found is the brand did not deliver what was expected from you, and somehow the user experience or the customer experience was very, very bad. And unfortunately, that customer happens to be a young hacker, and definitely he wants to take revenge. So what he can do is he can do anything like visit the website, get all the information and whatever you learned in the last 4 or 5 days, looking at their profiles, likes and dislikes, and then using some mechanism to identify the passwords and attacking them, kind of thing. So these are the two stories just to understand the mindset of a hacker. There is one more term in your syllabus by name ethics, and we know what is ethic means. What is right and wrong, the difference between right and wrong. So harming someone is bad, not harming anyone is good. Okay, respecting everybody is good. Respecting the privacy of people is good. So that's what the word ethics comes. Few of the questions which I just listed out from whatever the material I collected, I'll just read out as far as the ethical dimensions of cybercrimes are concerned. One question is, what information about individuals can be revealed to others? What information about individuals should be kept in databases? How secure is the information in the computer systems? How should one handle data piracy on the computer networks? Who is allowed to access the data and information? how can safeguards be introduced to ensure that information be accessed only by the right person or the organization? So this is all about information, privacy, secrecy. So how much can be divulged, how much cannot be divulged, the chances of misuse very high, and so on. If you look at the type of information in this cyber world, mostly the fraudulent information is nearly 80%. Violation of privacy is, these are various numbers. I'll just focus on these two because these are related to us. Fraudulent information nearly 80%. Violation of privacy 73.1%. I can share my experiences, very, very bad experiences. And it's continuously happening. So you have to be very, very careful to safeguard yourself. Just 1 month back, as I was telling in the morning also, I wanted to shift my shift from say Pune to Hyderabad kind of thing, and I was looking for selling all my furniture. So I put that on that website. I forgot the name, maybe Quicker, I think. So the moment I put it, I got nearly 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 calls. Everybody saying, listen the trick. The trick is, if I ask, suppose I want 50,000 for my furniture, for second-hand furniture. I want to sell it and I want to go away. They just negotiated with me just for the sake of negotiation. 2,000, 3,000. Then they agreed for my figure. So they made me happy. Then they immediately said that we'll pay by Paytm. And then I understood the trap. So you pretty well know what the trap is, and we hear all kinds of such stories. So every day we'll be facing such kind of things. You never lose your guard. That's the only suggestion to all of us. Coming to false rumors, 73.1%. Drug information, this much, this information, violence information, these are the figures. So which in the cyber world, they're flowing like anything. I am tempted to, I should not do it, but I am tempted to, again, what's happening in the present social media in Indian context also. It's all mix of whatever we are discussing right now. Few of the legislation I listed out acts, for example, I'll just read out the 1970 Freedom of Information Act in USA. What it does is permits individuals to access any information about themselves stored in the federal government offices. USA 1980 Privacy Protection Act provides protection of privacy in computerized and other documents. So like that, we have listed out few of them, like UK's Data Protection Act is there, or US's Data Privacy Act is there. Now coming to the word ethics, and we are repeatedly saying ethics means what is wrong, differentiating between what is wrong and what is right. These are few of the things which come under ethical conduct, contributing to society and human beings, avoiding harm to others, be honest and trustworthy, be fair and take action not to discriminate, honor property rights including copyrights and patents, give proper credit for intellectual property, respect the privacy of others, honor confidentiality. So, what we tried to just in this 1 hour or whatever the time we spent together was few points from your syllabus we tried to just touch upon. In the morning, we covered the cyber crimes and IPR or IPR related in the issues in the cyber world through few case studies. Then social media marketing, we tried to touch upon. Then somewhere the word ethical dimensions of cyber. Then the mindset and skills of hackers. So somehow we touched upon. I have one thing related to IP, just I wanted to share, because, but again, it is out of context. I am diverting as I diverted in the morning session because IPR word has come and I am tempted to share it. I'll make it fast. Just give me a moment. Now, always the most important question I always get is whether my patent will be granted or not. And this is a very long journey, you pretty well know. 2 years, 3 years, 3.5 years, 4 years, 5 years, and somehow maybe for novices like us, the value of whatever we invented or whatever we product we made, the valuation may go till that time. So, but what is patented, what is not patented, there is a list actually. What can be patented if it is your idea is novel, it has an inventive step, it's an industrial application, but there are exceptions. These exceptions, the linkage I put here, but I copied the link here. What cannot be patented? I'll just list out a few of the things, not all of them. Just give me a minute. A discovery of a scientific principle, discovery of a living thing, discovery of a non-living substance cannot be patented. Discovery of a new form of a substance which does not result in the enhancement of the known efficacy. So you have to show the efficacy of the substance. This is very interesting. A substance obtained by a mere admixture resulting only in the aggregation of the properties of the component thereof or a process for producing such substances. So mere arrangement or rearrangement or duplication of known devices. So that also is not patentable. A method of agriculture or horticulture, that also is not patentable. The next slide will be more interesting from our perspective. Yeah, look at this. What cannot be patented? Computer programs cannot be patented. Mathematical or business method cannot be patented. A drama, a musical, an artistic work, a literary work cannot be patented. A method of playing game cannot be patented. Presentation of information cannot be patented. Topography of integrated circuits cannot be patented. And see the most important thing, any inventions related to atomic energy are not patentable. Any inventions related to atomic energy are not patentable. So I'll go back and I'll just show a few of the things. Okay. You will come across these organizations you might have heard, but still, these are the organizations which you need to be aware of in this linkage of cyber space and IPR. The organizations are World Trade Organization, then WIPO, and this is the GATT agreement, General Agreement on Trades and Tariff, TRIPS, trades related aspects of intellectual property rights. What is GATT is, it was signed by 23 founder countries, including India in the year 1947. What GATT does is multilateral agreement regulating trade among the countries. So it was first discussed during United Nations Conference on Trade and Employment. Was amended in 1960 and lasted till 19. I just want you to just at least go through the flow of this organization, how they evolved. So see here, it lasted till 1993 GATT, and then it was replaced by WTO, which stands for World Trade Organization, and WTO evolved in 1995. Sorry, 1996, but somewhere 95 was a precursor. So WTO is a successor of GATT, and it was formed in 1995. What is the purpose of both GATT and WTO is to promote international trade by reducing and eliminating trade barriers such as tariffs or quotas. This is what is their achievement. What are the aims? See here. Dispute settlement, dealing with ethical issues in business. So regulations and policies related to ethical issues are also visible here. Products and qualities and their more choices. This TRIPS again is a treaty under WTO. Here look at the IP linkage. IP was linked with the trade for the first time when TRIPS came into existence. See here again. It initially allowed to make limited exclusion from patentability. Then came WIPO. Guys, everybody should be aware of WIPO. Because in future you cannot avoid this, because WIPO gives you a huge career boost. And I myself, I'm traveling in this line. WIPO stands for World Intellectual Property Organization. This was created in 1967, 192 countries, headquarters in Geneva, and so on. Look at this World IP Day. You can celebrate this for your NAC and NBA, one of the days, which is on 26th April. Now, this has an exhaustive patent database by name Patent Scope. I skip whatever is. I don't want to share. Okay. Sunil sir, I am done from my side.
Yes, sir. Anybody would like to ask something? We can have a discussion for a few minutes, and then if not,
Or vice versa, you can also share your knowledge if you have some interesting thing to be shared among all of us.
if anybody has published a patent, or what kind of problems you faced, or would you like to submit a patent, anything, if you want, you can ask or present it here.
Sir, this is Srinivasul Reddy from Mechanical Engineering Department.
Yeah.
Sir, I have one basic doubt.
Tell me, sir.
If you want to just for a thrill or just for whether the website is vulnerable or not, if you want to just try to hack one website, is it a crime?
Yeah, I think
we need to take permission from the concerned people before trying for this hacking. Is it required?
Yes, yes.
Permission is required?
100%. Even that was highlighted by Patil sir also in his previous sessions, or the previous speakers also highlighted that. So that's the thin line. That's the thin line. That's what you have to train yourself, program yourself, that what is ethical and what is unethical.
Okay. Without demanding, without any criminal mind, just we want to test whether the site is
sir, no, 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 no.
It is not correct.
It's like carrying a pistol and not murdering somebody.
But good, very interesting question, Srinivasu sir.
Yeah, but ethical hackers are doing same thing, right? But that is not right.
Even my nephew is doing that, and I have to confront him every day.
Even sir, Patil sir, whatever the video he has shared, those all things were also actually crime only. I think
he told me that
he denied to record the
he told me that
also.
if the recording is not there, then only I'll discuss. That was his precondition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if any more thing to be shared, discuss.
How does then Patil Sahab gave all these clues to the government, and my question was, did government recognize him as an ethical hacker or what?
Yeah, because if you look at the line of work he carries, he is a recognized person, and in Pune, he attends all the major meetings or events or anything related to regulation of all this. So he is a recognized entity.
But that's true. But how do you become an ethical? I mean, what are the things you have to undergo so that you can present something flaws to the government? That's what probably Srinivasu sir is trying to ask. If I find some problem in my own website of Srinidhi, and I have to do something, and then only I can find. I cannot directly find, or I cannot point out the finger without any proof. So if I find, if I have to find something with proof, I have to do something from my own. And how do I represent that then? How will the government accept that? No, he's not doing something as a crime, but he's trying to show us some problems here.
Yeah, luckily for Patil sir, what happened was his mentor was strong enough to take prior written kind of sanctions to carry. They put everything under the research part. If you look at his work also, the entire thing was that. So from there, their journey started, and that's what that the learnings he is sharing now. He's sharing his learnings which were sanctioned and approved.
So maybe organizations or institutes have to represent to the government, telling that we are doing a kind of
yes. And always now everybody, it's not like old things. People respond. Governments respond.
Okay.
So I think even if they are going to tell them before that itself, if the government or those officials, those who are taking care of these websites, if they come to know, then definitely they will directly file an FIR. They will not wait for these things that you will say that I have done just for my my research or something like
consent,
that.
I don't think you cannot do anything without consent of anybody.
No, sir, these things are being, sir, but these attacks are being monitored by those servers also. So they will have those logs actually. So
Yes.
whatever, if you are contacting with any server, then that server will also have its own log, na? So in that log, definitely they can trace you back.
Yeah.
So for that only they are using actually Kali Linux and other stuff, so that this particular problem will not be happen.
Yes.
Correct. So it's a lot of study has to be done in this field. Then only we can say something in a concrete way.
I'll Sunil sir, if you permit, again out of context, not related to our content delivery. I want to just share my learning in a minute. Is it okay?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, Sunil and me are contemporaries, and we all know our journey. We did our PhDs, we did Scopus, SCI publication, we publish patents, we publish books, this, that, and everything. And we all are running for numbers, right? Everybody is running for numbers. For example, NAC का स्कोर कितना है, NB का स्कोर कितना है, ये क्राइटेरिया को कितने मार्क मिलने वाले, मेरे पब्लिकेशन कितने हुए, मुझे अप्रेजल मिलता कि नहीं. So this is and when you look at the workshop and when you look at Patil sir's content delivery, we are supposed to remold ourselves now. Otherwise, we'll die. The teaching fraternity, and because this online learning also has come, and the remolding is I'll not teach anything. I'll just deal with the tools and I'll make the students do. That's what even when I joined, I was a director in a college doing administration stuff last 1.5 2 years, and taking only one subject in a week, 3-4 lectures. That was my thing, and running the college, all the good and bad things of an administrator. But now I realized, and luckily I am at a place. I'm in a school called as Hetic School. It's a France school in Bangalore, and I am just teaching the tools. I don't know the tools because I was an administrator, but I'm learning them. I know now R, I know now Python, I know now Weka. So why I'm telling you this, because now if you are teaching cyber security, please don't teach cyber security. Just teach them the tools and play around with the tools. That's what is the message I want. And last but not least, one marketing from my side. This is a book which I recently published, which is very useful for the students. If somehow you could share in future and something like that, I'll just send the link to Sunil sir. That's it from my side, Sunil sir.
Yes. Anybody would like to speak something? Is anybody from IT department over here? Divya?
Before this is Sandeep from electrical department, sir.
Yeah, Sandeep.
Sir, I wouldn't say it's a proper question, but still, sir, in the morning you were sharing about not a definition, but one of the slides mentioned about IPR, if I remember correctly. IPR means any creation of human mind has a human value and needs to be protected. Correct, sir? Yes.
If I am listening,
yes, sir. So my question, I don't know if that can be a question, but yeah, just correct me if I'm wrong. My point here is that human value, from what I understand, my understanding, that's my understanding, I could be wrong, I don't know. But human values is something like the core value is we tend to trust each other and we tend to respect each other and we believe that the other person is also same like me. So I just tend to share everything with him openly. So how come intellectual property can be related to human value here? That's been pinching my mind since morning actually. So I don't know if those two are two opposite words we can link together. I don't think that can be linked together. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. The context, the way you context, or the context, the way you take it, it differs. Human value, whatever the context you referred is pretty correct, that human value is helping each other, believing each other, sharing with each other, and so on. But when it is related to IP and it is related to a property, right? IP stands for intellectual property. And this intellectual property, I am owner of a property. For example, I own a piece of land. I go to a registration office and register the land in my name. Similarly, if the intellectual property I am owning, the society, the governments, the authorities, what they are saying is you should have some human context, human value in that. What is the human value? Contribution to the human value. Here, your human value is not there, whatever you said. The human value here is contribution to the human beings, contribution to the society. Maybe your product will help improve the lifestyle of the human beings, will help face the ailments, that kind of thing. Hopefully, I could relate with your question.
Yes, sir. But isn't the ultimate contribution to be, gelling well together? I think that would be the ultimate contribution to the human society.
Yeah, no, that's a very, very philosophical question and a long discussion. Like,
I'm sorry, sir. I don't mean to offend anything here.
Sir, you want to be a socialist, you want to be a capitalist. What is the ultimate goal of being a human? And
Yes, sir. So yeah, ultimately we would like to have peace. That's the intention. So
yeah. But what we can do is, that is the ultimate goal. What is in our hands is, through our tools, through our products, through our IPs, we can improve the lifestyle of human beings.
Right, sir. Right.
Right.
I got your point, sir. Yes, sir.
If any further questions, otherwise, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Rajesh Kulkarni, and it was a wonderful session. Crisp and some important points discussed, and the ways and means of seeing how social media is being used, and a lot of news. If you see nowadays, especially in times of India, every day there is an article about how cybercrime is increasing, and Telangana is the top second most place for cybercrime. So a new challenge for everyone. So I would like to thank Dr. Kulkarni for giving us such a wonderful lecture. And that's it for a day. And tomorrow, 10 o'clock, we have a final session for another 1 hour. And then we have a simple assessment. And that's it. That's how we are going to conclude our workshop. Here is his book. If you see, he has pasted the link in the.
Go for the ebook if you are buying, but that's for kids, students. Suggest them. Definitely, they'll like it. Thank you.
Right, sir. You can close the session by yourself, sir. So
yes,
you are the host, and it will close automatically.
Thank you, Sunil sir and team Srinidhi. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.